You know, I should have asked you this earlier, and you've been very gracious with your time. And I promise you, because the more I talk to you, the more I'm fascinated by this story. Uh, are the cartels, are they any better now than they were then? Are they worse now than they were then? And do you ever see the cartels coming under control and things going back to somewhat normal? Because it feels like they are still running things in Mexico.
The cartels now are more powerful than they were before because now the cartels have united and allied themselves with the Chinese Communist Party. The Chinese Communist Party is arming them. The cartels right now in Mexico are better armed than the Taliban or Al-Qaeda, whatever. They have launched rockets, surface-to-ground missiles, M60 machine guns, recoilless rifles. So they're very well armed. The Mexican government army could never, win a war against the cartels. They're better armed. The Chinese government has also provided the cartels with the precursor drugs they need to make fentanyl. Fentanyl is a very deadly drug, as you know, Sean. I mean, last year, DEA seized 56 million pills of fentanyl, which is enough to kill every American citizen. The cartels are camouflaging fentanyl as gummy candy. There's only one reason they do that, to kill our kids. The cartels are controlling the human trafficking on the border. 85,000 children have been imported into this country. Sean, they have disappeared. Homeland Security and immigration, they don't know where all these children ended up. And I know that harvesting organs was a big thing when I was in Mexico. The cartels would get these kids, take out a liver or kidney or whatever somebody needed over here and sell it. I cringe to think what has happened to 85,000 illegal children that have come into this country that nobody knows where they're at. We have a major problem at this border. The cartels are running that border, and they're in bed with the Chinese Communist Party, with the Chinese. If you think that individuals are arming the cartels, since when can you go to a neighborhood armory and buy a lost rocket or surface-to-air missile? That's not true. They are being armed by, right now, the Chinese. That's how serious it is.
You speak about the border. You speak about the Chinese. Trump ran for president on both of those issues. Do you think this guy has a point building that wall? All that he has spoken of about China, it almost, by listening to you, it sounds like Trump, he knows what's really going on behind the scenes.
Trump knows what's going on. And like I said, he wasn't a favorite candidate of mine because he spoke so badly of Mexicans. But, he had the right idea when he wanted to go into Mexico. If you recall, about 2 or 3 years ago, the Sinaloa cartel executed 19 Mormons that were traveling from Utah into Mexico to attend a wedding, and the cartel attacked them and killed most of them, to include babies that were sitting in baby chairs, and they lit those vehicles on fire with a baby sitting in there, and it really infuriated Donald Trump. And he went to Lopez Obrador and he said, we'd like to come in and take care of the cartels for you guys. Enough's enough. We've had enough of these cartel guys. And Lopez Obrador said, no, what Trump, I heard, told him was, we got to start war. We got to war with these cartels. I'm sick and tired of them. And that the president of Mexico, Lopez Obrador, said, came out in major newspapers in Mexico, that's what I don't want. I don't want a war in Mexico. What we're going to do is we're going to fight the cartels with abrazos, not balazos, with hugs, not bullets.
Let me make sure I understand this. Hugs, Hugs,
Yes.
hugs.
Abrazos is hugs, and balazos is bullets. We're going to combat the cartels with hugs, not balazos, not bullets. That's what he answered Donald Trump. And he says, no, I don't want you coming in here and attacking our cartels. That would be a violation of our sovereignty, he told the president of the U.S., Trump.
Again, I could talk to you all day because this just opens up a whole other line of questioning that I have, but I'll respect your time. Hector, you have been an incredibly fascinating guest. I thank you so much for your service to this country. And I want everybody, please go out and pick up that book. Can you hold it up again for us? The Last Narc. It's available now. This is a must read. Thank you. And I look forward to speaking to you again, Hector.
Thank you so much. And I'm available. If you want to speak to me again on other issues, I'm available. Thank you, Sean.
Thank you, my brother.